In this video, we are going to be analysing the Nvidia ticker NVDA. So to get straight into it, firstly, it is down about 0.5% on the day. Nothing too important. So really, we'll just get straight into the longer term charts, being the 6 month on the left, which we do actually need to update. 6 month on the left, 1 year on the right. And all we need to be paying attention to is where are these deviation levels. So what currently where we are is in a zone. And by that, not a great place to be trading. So between the spaces of 168 and 155, we can see that is our first deviation on the 1 year and our first deviation on the 6 month. So instantly when you're in this area, it is quite difficult to trade because, again, if you're coming down to the bottom side, you're expecting a bounce to the upside, and if you're to the upside, again, obviously expecting it to pull back, but you tend to break out of these areas quite strong. So again, it's just risky to really trade within these areas. Yes, it may be fine to, you know, buy the level and then have a tight stop and trade kind of the range bound, but trading or buying within the middle of the ranges, again, it's just kind of no man's land. It's just very risky to do. So what are going to be key levels going on from here? So if you're more bullish, we have our first target or closest target at 197. Again, this requires us to break out the zone. So obviously we have that resistance at 168. But what you would want to see is a break above this level, come back to retest as a support, and if it can hold, then 200 is your target. If we break that, we're then looking at 227 going on to 238. Breaking through there would be 280, 286, and then a final level at 345. Onto the support, we're looking at 115 and 108. Again, use this as a zone when levels are so close. In there, I guess it's 7 points, quite a lot, but up to you whether you want to use it as individual levels if you're more of an intraday scalper, or you know, you're looking to hold it for maybe 5 points or less. If you're looking for bigger moves than that, use it as more as a zone, because again, you're going to obviously have wider stops than someone who is scalping. If we break that though, we have our next support at 73.50 going on to 46.50, then $33. And that is going to be our final support, because if we go any lower, obviously they turn negative and we cannot trade into the negative. So now, there is a lot of levels here. Do you need to pay attention to them or no? The reason we give you so many levels is you're prepared. If some news comes out tomorrow and it makes Nvidia fly 20% or crash 20%, you want to be prepared for those kind of levels. You don't have time as soon as that comes out to be looking where your levels are. You should already have them on the chart, so if any news comes out, you know what you're looking to be trading off. Now though, as we said, we don't need to be then paying attention to all of them unless a sudden big movement happens, or if you're watching this a month or two down the line, price is different from where we are now, we're at a different level. But as of right now, what do you need to be paying attention to? So like we know, we're in the range of 168 to 155. So again, I'm personally not looking to trade within this range. I'd be waiting for a breakout to the either side. If we're looking for a break to the downside, I want to see a break below this level, come back to retest it, and then look for that sell off to 115. On the other hand, if we're more bullish, again, wait for that breakout to the upside, come back to retest as a support. And if it holds, we would then have in time a target to 197. Again, considering how far this move is. And again, use some common sense or just use some of your own observations. If you see a move 30 ticks on a stock worth, you know, $150, so that's a 17% move, you're probably not going to want to stay in for all of that with full size. And by that, we probably mean you want to probably be locking in and moving stops across the way. You know, if you're getting in around 170, you're going to have at least lock in some profits coming into 180, because it would kind of be stupid to be up 8% on a trade and then it still turn into a loser if it was for some reason to reverse. So the minimum move stops, but again, lock in profits along the way. It doesn't mean you hold it all for that key target. Again, lock in maybe 1/3 at 80, 1/3 at 190, and then the final third at 197. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.